Right. Thank you very much, everybody, for being live with me today. And also, I wanted to thank you all for your kind support for my live stream about a couple of weeks ago about YouTube. The title was Leaving YouTube, but I'm not leaving YouTube. But thank you so much for your support. I still receive email even now about this, about our conversation on YouTube. I think it was a very important conversation to have, a very important topic, because we're being flooded with AI, and it was all about supporting your real human content creators. So really, again, a big thank you for your support there. So today, my lovely ladies, it is all about Hemline. So let's see if you have any question. But first, I wanted to talk to you briefly about Hemline, and I will show you a few photos to illustrate what I mean. So first of all, the hemlines. We have to be careful about hemlines. Why exactly do we have to be careful about hemlines, Marianne? I hear you ask. Because, okay, the hemline is a horizontal line, if you like, a horizontal stripe at a point in your body. So it can be a hemline, can be the hemline of your sweater, of the jacket, of trousers or dress. And we have to be careful where it falls, and also what we do with it, what we wear. For instance, if it's trousers, what kind of shoes we wear with them, how high or how short or how long the trousers are, that kind of thing. That's important. And why do I think it is important? It's because some hemline will alter the way you look. So let's remember that style, it's all about optical as well. Optical illusion. Optical illusion. And thanks to our style eye, we are able to change the way we appear. We are able to change our body shape, our silhouette. We can appear taller, we can appear or shorter, we can appear slimmer or wider. So we have to be careful how we use hemline, because this can alter the way we look, to sometimes our detriment, to the detriment of our silhouette. So let's remember that a hemline is something that is horizontal, okay? So it's a line which can act also as a stripe. So I'm going to show you, for instance, here. So I'm going to share my screen with you. So here I'm going to the first image I'm going to show you is a skirt. So let me go here. Up. There. And so will you tell me if you can see me or not? Can you see me there? No. Okay. There's a delay. There's a delay. Okay. Okay, so now we are seeing a skirt. So you can see on the skirt, so you can see the image. That's fantastic. Let's all clap. I am so happy that I can show you images to illustrate what I want to explain to you, okay, and describe to you. So on the image, you see this model wearing cardigan. We see a bit of a tummy. We see the waistline. Unfortunately, it's a shame I can't really show you with the cursor. It does not work. So you have to listen to me at the same time as looking at the image. So we have the cardigan hemline, which is quite short at the front. We have a waistband. We have further down around hip area, we have a kind of horizontal, it's not a hemline, it's like a horizontal area, like various hems or that forms horizontal stripes. And then further down, you have the hemline, because it's kind of a, it is between a long and midi skirt. So it goes quite low below the calf. And you have a series actually of hemlines at the bottom of the skirt. So when you look at it, generally, you see quite a lot of horizontal lines throughout that outfit. And you can see all sorts of areas that that forms hemlines. And that you can see, if in fact counts them, there's going to be the hemline, the cardigan, and then we have the waistband. And again, that waistband is horizontal with horizontal lines. And then we have further down at hip area, we have another horizontal line that can act as a visual hemline, if you like. I say hemline, but here it's more of an area, kind of stripe, let's say. And then further down, we have another one. So that's the fourth one. And then we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 kind of tiers, if you like. And then the actual hemline. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 horizontal areas in that outfit. That is a lot. And I think in terms of hemlines, less is more, because all that does is shortening the body and widening it. Now it's not finished, because the outfit also includes the shoes, the footwear. The footwear is the most important accessory on an outfit, because it can make or break the outfit. And you can see here that those shoes have a thick strap on the foot. And what it does is kind of so you see the hemline of the skirt, you see a bit of leg, and then you see a strap, and it's black, and really you can really see it. And then again, a little bit of skin, and then the front of the shoe. So there's a lot of horizontal here. And again, the legs are cut, when the feet are cut by that horizontal strap. So there is a lot of horizontal, which I think to me is too much, not as slimline. For instance, I'm going to show you something more slimline now. No, no. I've got something slimline, and it's the last image. Yeah. So I'm going to show you something more streamlined. You can see this. Can you see this now? There's a delay, I think. Okay. So now you can see something that is so much more streamlined. Oh, thank you very much, Catholic Cowgirl. Thank you very much for your super thanks. Catholic Cowgirl says, I have found I look better in a dark-colored long skirt with a lighter top. You have really had me look better every day. Thank you very much, Catholic Cowgirl. You are welcome. Thank you very much for your support. So you can see on the image on the screen something that is so much more streamlined. So we're having a look at the top left dress. And you can see how there are not many hemlines and not many horizontal lines. It's very much a dress. And you can see more verticals, which is so much more flattering for the body. So you can see already by the cross line on the bodies, on your torso, it is crossover, it is vertical and diagonal. So all that is flattering. And then along the body, and then you have a little split on the side, and just one hemline. So that is so much more flattering than what we just saw. Okay, and then the shoes, we have strappy shoes, but the strap across the ankle, yes, you have that horizontal line, and we prefer that without a strap, but they are nude colored, so you hardly notice them. And that is a better choice than if the shoes were a dark color, for instance, because the strap around the ankle would be more visual. Okay. So please let me know if you are understanding you can see the difference. You can see the effect it has on her body from the first image to this image now. Thank you very much, Judy, for your super thanks. You're very kind. Thank you very much. So, okay, let's have a look. Okay, so now we're going to go another image. And it is hemline on an outfit with a pair of jeans. So I'm going to go here, up. Let's see if you can see it. There's a little delay, I think. Okay, you can see it. Right, so you can see on this image now various hemlines. So you have a shirt that is hanging here, then you have the sweater a little bit higher, then you have a jacket. So you can see already here we have three hemlines. The hemline of the jacket, hemline of the sweater, hemline of the shirt. I would prefer to see two hemlines there instead of three. I think three is too much. Having something that is a little bit longer, for instance, the shirt could be longer than the sweater, that's fine. Or the sweater a little bit longer than the jacket, yes, okay. But those three, I think, is one too many, or even two too many. Let me know what you think. Also, we're having now long trousers with the loafers. So long trousers is always more lengthening than short trousers. It's a physical, it's not really optical, it's more like physical element. The longer the trousers, the longer the leg. And actually, I'm going to show you with the trousers I'm wearing today. So I'm going to stop sharing this. Okay. I'm getting good at this, at sharing those images. Okay, so I'm wearing long trousers, as you can see. Okay, they're long. They make my legs look really long. Why? Because they're long. My legs and the trousers. Okay, and something else as well that helped to lengthen the legs is those shoes. Okay, you can see a little bit here, but okay, on va pas chipoter. Can you see me? But okay, probably better like this. Okay, so the legs are long all the way, the trousers are long, and I'm wearing a pair of pointy toe shoes. Okay, so my legs appear even longer when it's pointy. My legs would appear not as long if I was wearing square-toed shoes. I have a pair here, pink ones, and they're rather square. So my feet would be cut here, as opposed to those pointed toe shoes which continue, and then my feet, in elongation to my legs, look longer. Okay. Now, you're going to see the difference. I'm going to shorten my hemline. Okay. Just one turn like this. It's not going to have much effect. But you can see already my legs don't look as long, do they? And this one. My legs look a little bit shorter. Now, let's shorten it again. Much shorter. And now a little bit even shorter than that. And now we're getting, because it's spring, we're seeing shorter trousers. So you're going to have to be careful what you're wearing. You can see already in this one, my legs are much shorter because the ice is up to here. So of course, there's a difference between here and there. So I think I have to show you like this so that you're able to see when you buy trousers. Then if this is something that you want to do to lengthen your legs visually, that is something to think about. Wear longer trousers with pointed shoes. If you don't mind, wear shorter trousers. But I wanted to let you know that because this spring we are seeing shorter trousers, so that I wanted to tell you so that you're able to make better choices for you. So let's have a look at another picture. I hope you like the pictures I'm sharing. What do I got next? Okay, next we're going to look at some trousers. Are you able to see that? Okay. Okay, right. So I'm looking at the top left picture. So we're seeing the black top with black trousers and black shoes. So when we think of in terms of hemline, we notice the hemlines even more when you have a difference in color. So for instance, here, okay, you don't see my hemline because it's in, but you can imagine a hemline that is here. So you can see very much the difference between my trousers that are dark navy and my burgundy shirt. But if I was wearing navy, I would look really slim and taller than with these two colors. So that's something maybe you may want to consider. If you want to appear taller, if you want to appear slimmer, wearing the same color, or rather maybe a slight difference in shade, and then it is slimming, it is flattering. So here I'm saying black top, black trousers, black shoes. That is more slimming than if I was a big contrast in color, for instance, white and black. So the hemline of the top finishes at, it seems like it's the widest part of the body or widest part of that area, which is the hips. So usually we try, especially if you have big hips, it's better to have the hemline finishing as either lower than the hips, so that it is more slimming, or it's a bit higher. So here it finishes at the widest point, but it's not too bad because we don't notice that hemline because it's black top and black trousers. So that is fine. But what we're seeing now at the trousers are long, so that's fine. They're not overly long, but they're okay because it's the spring fashion. It's a bit shorter, but the problem here, I think, is the shoes. Let me know what you think of that. But you can see the shoes with two thick black straps. So these, again, they stop. Even though the trousers, could be longer, but it is not really what I would call cropped because they're not that short. But you can really see there that hemline just at about the ankle bone with two thick straps. And that cuts the feet, it cuts the legs. If the model was wearing some nude shoes, for instance, or some lower vamp, or some fine straps, that would be so much better because then it really cut those feet visually, if you like, in a way that is really shortening. And not only that, so it shortens the feet, but it widens the feet as well visually. Okay, so let's have a look at, I've got something else. Now we're going to go jeans. So, okay, pop, pop, pop. Oh, sharing. Okay. Right. Can you see those jeans now? I'm just looking left so I can see on another screen. Okay, so now we have a pair of jeans. So the pair of jeans are cut wide and they are cropped. Okay, so that is something that I mentioned quite a lot. The effect on the body of wearing some pants, trousers, or whatever, pantaloons, if you like, that are cut wide and cropped. This is, there's nothing wrong with white trousers as long as they're long, Full length will look so much better and lengthening than when they're cropped, okay? Because they're cut wide and cropped, so it shortens the body or the legs visually, so it widens you and shorten you at the same time. So in my view, these are very, not as flattering, nowhere near as flattering as a full length. And really, these are to be avoided, really. So let's go in a little bit deeper. You can see the hemline. So the jeans are short, they're cropped, but they're wide. And on top of that, you can see visually an inner seam, an inner hemline about, it looks like it's about maybe a couple of inches, 2.5 inches above that hemline. So that's 2. So that is quite shortening visually. And now we're going to the shoes, and the model is wearing sneakers. So sneakers have a high vamp. So what is a vamp, you may ask me. So let's have a look at this. And let's have a look at this. So the vamp is the front of the shoe. This one has a low vamp because it goes low on the foot. This one, sneaker, is a type of shoe that has a high vamp because it goes really high on the foot. You hardly see the top of the foot. This one, you see a lot more cleavage of the foot. So this one would be more lengthening to the foot, and on top of that, it's got the pointed toe. Okay, so that is a slimming shoe. This one is mostly the opposite because it goes really high on the foot and it stops here on the side as well. So it's quite high up on the foot, and there's a big visual cut here on the side of the foot, and also the toe is more round. Okay, so the effect of a sneaker compared to a shoe like this is that it shortens the legs because you can see how high it goes on the foot. The sneaker, you can see how high it goes. And then you can see that on the model, you have the sneaker, you have a little bit of leg and the ankle and just above, and then you have the trouser. So the legs are essentially cut very, very short. You can see the model, the eye only see from the waistline to the hemline of the trouser. And the eye says, oh gosh, she's got short legs. But really, if the trousers were all the way down, even with the sneakers, because you would see just the front of the sneaker, the model would appear with legs probably maybe 3 inches longer. So you can see how just wearing a pair of jeans, a pair of trousers that cropped and wide, and the addition of those sneakers really make the model appear short, much shorter legs and wider also. If the model had been wearing another pair of shoes, for instance, this, it would have been a little better. But the effect of the trousers is so the effect is so big, if you like, on the silhouette, and even with those shoes, it's not going to be really redeemed. So if you can avoid this kind of trousers, it will be more flattering. So always seem to choose the longer length, if you can, if you want, if that is your, if you wish, especially if you're pear-shaped, or if you are plus size, because that will be so much more flattering for you. Okay, choose a longer length. So next, we're going to go with another trousers, just a pair of jeans. So let's see. Okay, can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so now we have another pair of jeans, and this one is more of it's not a skinny, but it's a slim fit, and it has bottom of the trousers that is turned up, so turn up. So, and also it is a low rise trousers, so that really shorten the legs. You can see how, because it starts lower around the body, with the it has turn-ups and is cropped, that the legs look much shorter. And then you can see a bit of the feet, of the ankle, and then those loafers. Loafers, the same as sneakers in a way, not as high vamp, but I'm going to pick up one of my loafers. But it is quite high up in the vamp. Here goes that high up, but the sneakers are still much higher. So you can see that, especially that they are black, so they really stand out against the light tone of the legs. We can notice them, so they shorten the foot, shorten the leg altogether. They would have been better with something like this, or some light sandals to continue the leg, I think. Especially as these trousers are not as bad as the wide one we just saw previously, because these are slimmer to the leg, so they're slimming, but it's just the shoe. The shoe is not. It's the shoe really that shortens visually and cuts the legs. You can see the top of the turn up, then the bottom of the turn up, which acts as a hemline. So that's already two. And then you see the top of the loafers. So you have three hemlines there. Hemline meaning, the horizontal line we can see across the legs. And that is shortening. But I think that, again, with different pair of shoes would not have been half as bad. And maybe without turn-ups, if those trousers were short like this, but without the turn-ups, that would have been better. But again, maybe a different type of shoe. So let's see something else now. We have... So we have a pair of jeans again. In a second. Any minute now. Yeah. Any minute now. There's a slight delay. So again, another pair of jeans, pair of denim. And you can see, I don't need to tell you too much, because previously we had seen a similar pair of jeans. And again, we're having a pair of jeans like this. So those jeans are wide leg, which again, there's nothing wrong with wide leg, but because they are short, they're cropped, and you have that kind of a cuff by the hemline, about a couple of inches, 2 or 3 inches above the hemline. It cuts the leg, and you can see very well how it cuts the leg and how the leg appear appears much shorter because the eye sees the hemline. It doesn't look below the hemline and say, oh, but no, the leg is carrying down. No, no, no. The eye sees the hemline and that's it. And the top, so the eye sees the bottom, the hemline and the waistline and say, okay, the legs are that length. It doesn't see below. So then we have a little bit of foot showing, and then we have the sandals. So the problem with the sandals that I have is that they have those brown straps. They're not as bad as the black straps that we saw earlier, but still they have 3 white straps, and they're brown, so we can see the, they are appearing much darker than skin tone of the leg, so we can see a separation there. That's usually a mark, so you can see the separation of the jeans, and then a separation. You see a little bit of skin, and then again the shoe, and the shoe appear maybe not square the front, but not pointy, so it cuts the foot again there. So you can see that it is not as flattering as if the lady wore this type of jean, but a little bit longer, all the way to the heel, or maybe halfway down the heel of the shoe. That would be so much more flattering, much more leg lengthening, and that would be much slimmer also. It would be so much better. Next, what do we have? Right. Show you different type of trousers. Wide leg twill pants. Are we seeing that? Takes a bit of time. Yes. Okay, so now we're seeing these dark green trousers, and you can see straight away the difference between these, the looks of these, and what we have seen earlier. So before they were wide and short, and this one is kind of a wide leg. It is wide leg throughout, yes, but long length and pointed shoe. And can you see how lengthening this has? This, I mean, incredible. The length of these legs is like a giraffe. It's amazing. Or a gazelle. So just with that, it is all visual. You can see the difference. What have I got now? Okay, so share this tab now. Let's see if it comes up now. Another pair of jeans. Let's see if you can see it in a minute. Okay, maybe I'll click again. Yes. So now you can see, okay, a pair of jeans. They're straight leg jeans, worn with sneakers, but these are long. They're full length. And you can see that even though they're worn with sneakers, but we don't see the separation between the shoe and the hemline of the jeans. And they already look so much better than if they were cropped, because then, again, that separation that we can see, especially with the sneakers, it cuts the leg, it cuts the foot, and then we see a bit of skin, and we see the hemline. It's better to change the shoes for this, I think. Otherwise, it cuts your leg, and then that's what is shortening. But this one is much better. Now let's have a look at. Now we're going to change something. We're no longer going to do trousers. We're going to see a jacket here, denim jacket. So let's have a look at this. Let me know if you can see it. Okay, we can see a little jacket. This is a denim jacket. And this denim jacket is actually lovely. Why? because it is feminine, and it has a peplum. So I think it's really nice. It gives you an hourglass shape. But it the hemline of the jacket finishes at the widest point, and that could be widening because the lady is wearing white trousers. If she was wearing another pair of jeans, that wouldn't be seen too much, and that would be, I think, probably fine. But because there's a white, you can really see the hemline. So you see, it's not only a question of hemline, but also the colors you wear, and the shoe. So there's always a number of things to think about. That was, I wanted to show you that. So if it was one with jeans, I think it would be much better as opposed to seeing the widest point. But that is nice. Not too bad. Now we're having a pair of another pair of trousers, which I thought we'd done. But let's have a look at this one briefly. Can you see the trousers? No. Okay. So these trousers are short, but a different shape. These are more kind of a straight. So what happens in this case is that it gives, so the lady has wide hips, and you can see how it gives that lady a funnel look. So it is wide at her widest point, the hips, and then because the straight leg, I think they are slimmer than straight legs. It gives that look, and on top of that, they are cropped. So the funnel look is more exaggerated, and the legs are shortened. Also, the shoes are worn. They're nude shoes, so that's a good point. But you have two thin straps at the front, and also they're really square-toed. So they really cut the toes really straight, and that's not as lengthening. If that lady was wearing kind of shoe like that in the nude color, would have been much better. So for improvement, wearing a shoe that is like this would be better, and maybe in a nude color. And if those trousers were not cropped, if the trousers were longer, that would be more lengthening. And maybe even a boot cut, that would be even better. So all this, I think, teaches you to look at things with your style eye, to develop your style eye, so you see the effect of various point or various hemline, etc., and the effect on the body. So now we're going to see. Now we're going to have a look at why these are lengthening. Can you see them? No, not yet. Okay. Now you can see these trousers, how visually lengthening they are to the leg. I mean, they're high-waisted. They go all the way to the navel. They are full length. They say wide legs, but to me, they're more straight leg than wide leg. So they will be slimmer, more slimming, I mean. So they're full length. Worn with pointed toe boots, which are lengthening as well. And on top of that, something that is really slimming, and they've got what you call that, a pin tuck at the front on each leg, and that is very lengthening as well. And can you see the effect to the leg, to the body, compared to what we saw before? I mean, this is night and day. And you can see also that there's fewer horizontal lines on the body, the hemlines. Basically, so you have the waistline, that's one horizontal, and then you have the long vertical, highly slimming, and then one hemline, and then the shoes. So slimming, so lengthening. So you have to think about, in that case, it's very much a less is more, very much so. Now we're having a dress, and this one is, need to have a look at this one. I'm going to click again. Okay, so have a look at that dress. So it has frills, various frills. I mean, I'm not completely against frills. I do wear frills now and again. But this one has many frills or hemlines throughout the dress. So one thing that is good, though, is that the frills or hemlines are the same color. If they were a darker color or a lighter color than the dress, sometimes it happens, the frills are a different color or contrasting color. That emphasizes even more the effect, the horizontal effect, shortening effect, and widening effect. So that's a good thing. So we have on the dress, we start from the top, a high neckline, which is frilled. We have another frill 2 or 3 inches below. Then we have the waistband. Then we have double frills, because one frill was not enough. So let's have two frills about halfway down the leg, it looks like. So, and we have a long frill plus a double frill at the hemline. So that's, I think we have 7 here. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hemline of horizontal line. Thank you very much, Maggie, for your super thanks. Maggie says, I love the pink. I'm ready for spring and warm weather. Fantastic. Thank you very much for your support, Maggie. So you see already here, 7 hemline, 7 horizontal line. That is a lot. So here we're having more is more. The one good thing is that the dress is shorter. We have so it's below the knee, and we have the remainder of the leg worn with pointed toe nude cords. I think the shoes are maybe not modern in this case, but they lengthen the legs from after the hemline. But above the hemline, you can see how many hemlines or horizontal lines there are across the body. Okay, so that's really widening, because the eye is going to see the body like this in this horizontal way, and that is widening. And when something is widening, it's shortening at the same time. It's optical illusion. So let's have a look at what we can see instead. Show you something that we saw at the beginning. Let's have a look if it's coming. No. Okay, so now we have the dress I showed you at the beginning. This one is long line. We have the crossover, diagonal. We have the split. Really, less is so much more. You can see the difference already. It's just night and day. So much more flattering. And there you can see instead of looking at the dress and all these horizontal lines that are very that attract the eye, we can see the dress is simple and lean. The eye is going to go straight to the face of the model, and really, which is what we want. We want people to look at us, not so much, the things on the dress. So this one is a winner in my mind. So that is it for all the images I wanted to show you. And I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed the images I showed you, and I demonstrated well what I wanted to tell you about the hemlines. So we have a number of questions. Okay. we have from Gloria. I finished your style journal and filled it with drawings of my wardrobe and details on my style. And that is a wonderful, Gloria. The style journaling is so important. You will discover not only a lot about your wardrobe and your outfit and your clothes, but also so much about yourself. Fantastic. From Joyce, the question: I am pear-shaped, petite, 160 centimeters with a long torso. Should I wear A-line skirt above, at, or below the knee to give impression of longer legs? Is below the knee skirt a no-no for me? Okay, so if you have a long torso, what you can do is have a look at your waistband. The waistband need to be high. Okay, so if waistband is high, it shortens the torso. Okay, that would be a good thing to start with on what you wear, whether it's trousers or skirt. And now we're having A-line. You can wear A-line, but bearing in mind that A-line add a lot of fabric, and it's especially with the thick fabrics. So what you could do is wear something as hemline, as is A-line, but maybe softer, something like so. For instance, and that is more of a soft A-line or a fluted hemline. So when you walk, it moves with you, but it does not add too much of that wide base at the hemline because it floats with you. It's closer to the body. Well, this one is a more of a midi one, but if you could get something shorter, you can wear below the knee. But something like that, it is fluted in soft fabric like silk, for instance. This one will appear in my video tomorrow evening. That is feminine, that is, good shape, gives you a really feminine silhouette without giving you, and in French we say ça va alourdir la silhouette. A thick fabric in this shape will make the silhouette heavier, especially at the hemline of the skirt. So I hope that was helpful for you, Joyce. From Lucy, I see how different the leg lengths are with a different trouser length. And that is so nice. I love it when people get their aha moments. And this being able to share those images with you was so helpful, I think, to not only to explain, but you could see it. And I think when we see it, we understand a bit more than just listening to an explanation. So much better. From Nikki, a question: how practical are longer trouser hems and pointed shoes for walking? Well, actually, it's look, I am wearing a long trousers. I am wearing pointed heels. Okay, so they're practical, whether short or that does not bother me to walk in this. And these are kitten heels. It's the fashion now, kitten heels. So they're very, and they're not high. And these as well. So they are feminine, give you a little lift, a short heel. So you don't really feel that heel there. They're almost flat. And these, I mean, your feet are not crammed, your toes are not crammed in here. They stop around here, the same as the ones I'm wearing. So you'll be fine in that. I wanted to say something quickly. And get sometimes comments on my videos about the images that I get for the models, saying that the models are not of older models, because I know my demographic is 50 plus, but it is so difficult, my lovely ladies, to find images of models to show in my videos of older women. I mean, 99.99% of images we can get. Let's not forget that we're not allowed to get copyright photos. So we can only use copyright-free images, and those images are almost 100% of younger models. And this is why I'm sorry, but this is so difficult to find older models. If there were more older models, I would choose them. Okay. Now, Elizabeth asked, I may be jumping ahead of you, Marianne, but will you be discussing the various hemlines I show when wearing a coat with a longer skirt? Okay. There's something I haven't got. I tried to find an image of that, but I couldn't because now we're in spring. But how can I do that? Okay. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to do a little demo for you. Okay. I'm back. It looked like with my empty chair, it looked like I had gone for lunch. And I'm French, but I didn't leave you, my ladies. So I went to get my coat. So that's what happens when it's live. So let's have a look. If you have, for instance, a long coat like this and a long skirt, you know, if your coat is, it's difficult to do. Okay, if your coat is a little bit shorter, I don't think it's too bad, but if there's a big gap like this, it's difficult on you can see how a jacket, short jacket and a dress is fine, but there will be length here where it may not look good. So you have to look at when, if you have a long skirt, what is nice is a shorter jacket or a longer jacket with a belt. But a long coat may clash with the length of the skirt. Now, if you have a shorter skirt, there may not be a problem. Your trench coat or your coat may be longer than your shorter skirt. But they are, you know, especially with the midis, the midi length and the longer length, that may be a problem. So having a longer area showing of the skirt will look better than just just a few inches. So you have to try and experiment what looks the best. Try with your coat. If really it doesn't look good with the coat, you don't want to show too much but not enough. I don't know, it looks, you just see with a style eye, that does not look good. Okay, try with a jacket instead of a coat. A shorter jacket with a long skirt looks so much better. I've lost my messages. So I hope, Elizabeth, this makes a little bit more sense, but let me know if you want more clarification. Nikki says, I've always preferred wearing skirt and especially knee-length ones. As a petite, they lengthen my legs, yes, and make me feel taller. I do wear trousers sometimes. Yes. I mean, knee-length suits everybody. Just above the knee or just below the knee, it suits everybody. Can petite women wear maxi dresses? Yes, you can, but be careful that the maxi dress does not overwhelm your figure. So no large flowers, no frou-frous, no something that is too overflowing. Wear something's probably closer to the body, especially if you can show your shoulders or your arms, something that's nipped in the waistline, or you can wear a belt so that, you know, you are there under the dress. Sometimes you see ladies wearing maxi dresses, but you don't see the head, or suddenly just floating heads because the dress is so overwhelming that you can hardly see the lady underneath. From Sue, I have several ankle linen pants for spring, so we wear ballet flats. Yeah, ballet flats will work, yes. Sharon says, thank you, Marianne. I was purging items from my closet during a live stream. Fantastic. Well, my lovely ladies, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Don't forget tomorrow evening, my surprise video tomorrow evening. And I will chat to you very soon. You take care and thank you very much for your support. Au revoir.